Well, here's a short little video from the plot. Just taking a consignment of good horses muck, everything you need for the garden. No chemicals, just straight from the horse. As you can see, it's looking a little bit bleak. Beds are starting to empty out now. I had quite a good couple of croissants, not too many. Spent the best part of this week clearing out the raspberry beds, tying in all the new canes, getting them all ready for next year. As you can see, a lot of the beds are empty. We've had a lot of problems this year with pests, caterpillars, them small white moths, just devastated what crops. All that's left of the sprouts are the sticks. The only thing left in this bed is a row of winter flowers, wallflowers. I think that's the only thing that didn't eat, mainly because I sprayed them. I don't like spraying anything that we do eat, so maybe that's been my downfall this year. Next year we're going to have to come up with a few extra ways of trying to keep the pests off. Netting is one thing, but we'll give it a try. We'll not be beat next year. We've been really busy with the strawberries. These are next year's crop. We've done really well for them this year, so we're getting an extra couple of runners on. They'll be planted up into the baskets, ready to go into the greenhouses in January. But for the time being, I'm quite happy to have them sitting here in the beds. Couple of nice cold dark nights. Really, they do need a good freezing before they go inside and set their fruit buds away for next year. So I'm pleased with the way they're looking at the moment. Really nice and healthy, which is surprising, seeing the devastation that the beetles and the flies did to the all the brassica crops. We've emptied out this bed today. We're getting it all ready for the spring cabbage. This is a few winter cabbage that I put in a fortnight ago. Unfortunately, they must have still had some eggs on and caterpillars, and they've been devastated. So they'll have to come out. I'll give the bed a good clean with GS fluid just to make sure that everything else has been killed off. Some nice winter lettuce in the beds. We should be munching on them soon, long before the caterpillars get a chance to have a bite at them. We'll just have a quick look in here. Yes, that's not the forest, it's the beans, French beans. They've been absolutely fantastic. We've had buckets and buckets and bucket loads out of them. Really done well this year. Of course, things are getting a little bit overgrown. So we'll have to think of putting the croissants into buckets next year. Tomatoes have done really well this year. These are money maker, as we had in the far greenhouse. Here's my next crop of cabbage. These are spring cabbage, ready to be planted out. But we'll have to keep an eye on them. As I say, the last thing I need is any pests getting onto them and start eating them away. These cherry tomatoes have been great this year again, once again. Really good crop. Really nice tomatoes, really pleased with them ones. Had loads of them. Never stopped producing. Really pleased with them. As I say, the money maker have just come into their own now. And they'll ripen well into October, November time. Sweet corn have been absolutely amazing. This is the second crop. If you remember when we took the early potatoes out the tunnel, we'll replace them with the sweet corn. Well, we've emptied that tunnel out today, and the sweet corn will be marvellous. As I say, it's been disappointing for the beds. The middle one, we've got that all mucked, ready. Plenty of horse muck, that'll be turned in next week. With a bit of luck, I'll get the Japanese onions planted into there. Top bed, we've still got the parsnips in. That's the only thing we will have for this winter, plus our leeks. The leeks coming to their own this season, or this month I should say. Plenty of soups and stews on the go with the cold weather. It's absolutely freezing today. From the day we had yesterday, it was red hot, and then today it's freezing cold. Just goes to show you, can't rely on the weather. But we'll keep plodding on. The beetroots have done fine, we've had a few off them. See the strawberry beds, they're all cleaned out ready. And the new runners set in. We did really well from these this year. It was the first year. This is the second year trench now, so hopefully they'll be doubled up again next year. The fruit's been really great this year. As I say, starting from our strawberries, our raspberries, we've had lots of pears off, few plums, not too many, but on the whole, the fruit's been really great this year. Really pleased with that. So some early preparation at the raspberry canes, getting all them cleaned out and tied in ready, and then hopefully we'll get a bumper crop again from them next year. Work on the greenhouse is just about finished. Roger's been all up and down painting. It's all nice and tidy. The only thing we've got to do now is get the path sorted out. Hopefully in the next holidays we'll get a load of chippings ordered and we can get them cleaned up. A lot of work to do on this bottom tunnel this year. We're going to turn this into one big bed. So we'll have to think about starting some work on that soon. Apart from that, we're on track. The Spanish tomatoes have been great. Some nice big crops off them. Can't complain. Roger likes the Spanish ones. Big beefsteak. Oh. On the whole, this year hasn't been too bad. I know we've had our failures, but it's like everything else. It's trial and error. We can't do nothing with the pests. We'll try netting next year, try and rig up some supports, and hopefully that'll keep them at bay. Apart from that, it's keeping your soil healthy. As I've said before, you'll only get out what you put in. These raspberry beds have all been tied in, all the canes in, all ready, secured for the winter. Well mucked. We'll just let them die back now, and then we'll cut the tops. There's a lot of hard work goes into these frames, but as I say, the more work you put into them, the more you'll get out of them. The soil, well, it's as I say, that's where the magic is, in the muck. Okay, thanks for now. See you soon.